Hi, I'm Antz, your host and game master. This is Mad Hatter Laboratories presents the Ghost Academy. Today we're going Dark Souls 3 that is. Now I have Damien himself to thank for this, because he decided to purchase this game for me and share his pain and frustration. And in turn I'm going to share that same frustration and anguish with you, viewers like you. So, first things first, I'm going to talk about my target audience, and that is casual gamers who find this game very intimidating, very inaccessible. And I want to break down that and bring this game to a wider audience. That is my goal here. That is my target. But if you're outside that demographic, feel free to also watch along, come hang out with me. I don't mind the company. In fact, I very much enjoy the company. Now, before we get started, I want to talk about a couple things that I like, a couple things I don't like about this game. And pro number one, things I like about this, is the level design is so good. It's so intrinsically interesting because it shares a linear model's sense of value to the locations, right? You go to a new place and this place has value. This is where I'm going. This is where I need to be. This means something to my character. But at the same time, it also branches out, interconnects, and interlaces in such a way that it feels open world. It feels like you're actually exploring the castle. So with that, exploration is a big part of this game. It makes it really fun to take one path or take another path or take another path and then backtrack and just really explore Lothric Castle as a whole. And that's pretty fun. That's something that's very exciting about this game. Another big thing I think that it draws people in is the aesthetic, the grim, dark, medieval, gothic fantasy, the way the characters interact, their backstories, everything lends to this dark, death-infested, grim, dark world, right? And the buildings are tall and imposing, a lot of the enemies also, they're faceless, they're tall, they are seeking death in a lot of ways, and it gives it that dark gothic feel that I think is really fun. The next thing I would say, the next big thing that is really enjoyable about this game is the character creation and how you can evolve your character, how you can very much customize what your character can do and how they feel and how they look. So that is also very exciting, and I'm going to get to that more here in a minute. Cons, biggest one, obviously, overarching feeling of inaccessibility. It's gate kept by default. You either get good or you don't play the game. And that's what we're here to shoot, this stream, this video, to help people get good enough to, enjoy the game, enjoy the aspects of this game that are really worthwhile. I will say, technically, the biggest problem I have with this game is the camera work. And the way the camera in this game functions, if you're up against something, it moves the camera in closer. And it can get all the way up against your character to a point where you can't see anything. And visibility is a huge focus of this game, because a lot of the enemies are hidden in blind spots, they're far away, they're behind walls, they're in places you can't see them. And this especially becomes an issue when the creatures are too large for you to be able to fight them from a distance, right? You're underneath a giant dragon and you're hanging off the edge of a cliff, for example, and you're supposed to attack their feet, but since their body is right on top of you and your character is standing there, the camera is right against you, and if the dragon shifts in any way, your camera also shifts in that direction. So all of a sudden you're facing the cliff edge instead of the wall that you were trying to move towards, and you can walk off pretty easily. So my biggest gripe is with the camera and the lock-on system. And to get further on the lock-on system, right, you can't lock on to them until like 20 meters away, and most of your spells reach 30, 40. And not to mention the fact that these guys can see you at 20 meters away. They're already charging at you. They're already trying to engage. They're closing that gap, and you're busy casting a spell that takes 2 seconds to cast. That, I think, is a problem. And then along the same lines of spell casting, it takes two possibly opposing bits of information when they aim your spell, right? Your character might be facing one way, your camera's facing another way. It follows the direction your character's facing, but the elevation of your camera. And I think that is a problem. You know? So, those are the big problems I have with this game. The things I enjoy, the things I don't like. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, my audio is good this time. Let us rock and roll.
Yes, indeed.
Sponsored by Monster.
It is called
Not actually. I would love to be sponsored by Monster, but in a way they're sponsoring me because 98% of my lifeblood is Monster.
Cinder converge. In venturing north,
And you can already feel the hopelessness, right?
pilgrims discover the truth of the old words.
There's our castle. Pretty big, pretty imposing.
Fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep,
It's exciting.
Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital,
That's a big dude.
Yon the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Fire's pretty important to this game. The whole concept of you seeking the flame. Alright, so we've been talking about this. The character I am going to make today is Meredith Ironheart. And if you've listened to... I'll have to spell it wrong. Meredith Ironheart. If you've listened to our podcast, he shows up in episode 5, Masters of Metal. He is the named Master of Metal. He's a big, angry dude. Probably our knockoff version of Magneto, which is fun. He's wearing big blackened armor. So you'd think he'd be a knight, but I'm not going to go that direction. A lot of the weapons that you can use as a dexterity-based character, I think are more fun and more suit him. So I'm going to go with mercenary. So as a new player, burial gifts, 9 times out of 10, you want the life ring. However, the fire gem can also be useful to you because you can upgrade your weapons to fire, which take away weapon scaling. And what that means is if you don't want to increase your strength and your dexterity, it'll still do a lot of damage compared to the guy that maxes out his strength and hits people with a hammer. But we're going to choose Life Ring because we want pure survivability. That's what we're going for. We want to get you, the casual gamer, through this game as quickly as possible with as few deaths as possible. Let's choose one of these at random to start with. Build. I gotta say, Meredith is probably a very burly dude. Look at that. He's a big buff dude. He is male, so I'm gonna keep that. Age, mature. Mature is a good age. We are very mature for all of you Parks and Rec followers. Musculature. Nah, we want flab. King flab. Some nice, thick, hairy chest hair. Alright. I think we could use a little bit of a bigger head. Base skin color. He's dark, but not too dark. Well, too dark's the wrong word. He's not that dark, I should say. That's... It's probably a good starting point. Alright, so he is dark. Pretty dark skins. Try not to make him look sunburnt like crazy, but still dark skinned. So masculine or feminine is a matter of how squished you want your face. And then form, how strong it is, really squishes it together. You can see how robust this whole facial generation is. Let's give him a little bit more forehead. Flatten out his face a little bit. It's weird that they say wide when really they mean tall. I guess wide might be the right word, but no, I want that, probably middle ground. Let's make him a little bit wider faced. I want to expand his jaw. I want him to have a large jaw. There we go. Nice solid jawline. Chin. He doesn't have a pointy chin, so we're going to straighten that out. He's got kind of an underbite now. In that case, let's see what we can do about this. He's not a very happy dude. He's very, very angry. Give him a little bit of fuller lips, though. Whoa, we don't want a wide mouth on him. Cheeks. I think we want some sharp cheeks. He's kind of squishing his mouth together. Does have kind of a big nose now. That's too wide. Let's make his nose a little smaller. Ooh, that makes him look angry. We definitely want that. Space his eyes out a little bit. I think that'll look better. That already looks better. Look at that. I think we're ready for hair. I'm not a fan of the hair choices, not gonna lie. Some of these are kind of ridiculous. Can't do an old-fashioned spiky hairdo. This is the closest you get right here. I think that's probably the closest we get to what we want. Brow, he's probably got some thick brows. Look at that. That's perfect. Oh, look at that. Look at that facial hair. That is perfect. That is exactly what we want right there. Let's give him some bushy eyelashes, though. Pupils. Nice big pupils. Let's make it pure white. Like he's gazing into our souls. don't think I like anything there. Our guy's looking pretty fun. I'm kind of liking him. Alright, let's get started. So, the only line he has said in our entire thing so far is, "Stay out of this, muck dweller!" And that is the only line we have to go off of for his voice. So, these controls are a bit different. Your right thumbstick, if you click on it, then that's how you look ahead or target. If you're moving, you hold B to run. You click the left thumbstick to jump, and that's really weird. The same button to dodge is your run button, which in my case is B. Y switches between two-handing a single or one of each hand. And as you can see, I have a shield, but I also have twin blades. So when I have my shield equipped and a twin blade, it's a singular blade. And then my other side is my shield. Now, your right bumper is your normal attack. Your right trigger is your power attack. You can hold that for more power. Left bumper, if this was a weapon, I'd be doing attacks, but since it's a shield, I'm blocking. Left trigger is your special, which on a shield, you can see it's parry is my skill. Okay. So you can see down at the bottom where it says attribute bonus, that is the scaling. So if I were to attack, I get a C rating on my dexterity to my attack power. That's what that means down at the bottom, the attribute bonus. And you can see the physical is 99 base damage plus 14 from my traits. You can see I have here Estus Flasks, and that's how you heal HP. You can also see on my down arrow, that is how I'm healing. So, you can see, I'm actually dual sworded. You can see there's a dude there, a nice skelly buddy. There's a pathway directly ahead of me. I'm not going to take that pathway. This forks twice. This entire path forks twice, but we're going to ignore both of those for now. Our main objective is to fight the boss and win. That is our goal. So we're going to ignore him. We're going to ignore this other guy and grab the item, and then we're going to run away. Sidestep. You don't have to worry about dodging too much. And you reach this cliff, follow the cliff left. This takes you to your bonfire. Bonfires are your save points, they're your fast travel point. It's also where you can set your spells, you can rest, you can restore all your Estus Flasks. Now you see what I mean about how gorgeous the view is? We're heading there right now, and soon after that we're going to be heading into this big castle. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous view. Alright. So, the most direct path, I think the way we're going to encounter the fewest number of enemies is straight through that guy that's ahead of us, and then to the right. Our goal is to get into that gate there. So, we are going to let this guy run after us, dodge him. There's a guy right underneath this cliff. We're going to attack him. When you fall and attack, you do extra damage. This guy's going to shoot at us, so sidestep and strafe and run into the boss fight. I'm going to use my shield against this guy. When we're fighting this guy, whenever you're not actually attacking, I want your shield up. And that's the left bumper. We can get a few shots in before he's fully aware. We're sidestepping and we're shielding. Get a couple attacks in. Shield. We're going to keep sidestepping. We're going to keep shielding. 3 attacks right there. Shield. Oh, I missed it. Alright, we're hurt a little bit, so we're going to freaking heal. Dodge. Okay, so he's changing. He's a lot scarier in this mode. He does a lot more damage. He has a lot more range. Block. Oh, nice. Alright, we're going to dodge away. We're going to dodge away. And we're healing. We're moving in closer. We're blocking. Attack, attack, attack. Block. We're walking around him. We're sidestepping, hoping to get behind him. There we go. He's jumping. Dodge backwards. Attack, 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 attack. And that's how you take care of the first boss. And typically, when the bosses die, you get bonfires. All of the main bosses get you a bonfire. The half bosses don't. Now we can backtrack now, but I want to spend those souls that we have. Right now we have 3,000 souls, and I don't want to risk losing those. So we're going to press on just for the moment, just long enough to get us to the Fire Shrine, and spend those souls on more HP. You can see down at the bottom, our SS flasks are full. Free item there. We have 2 sets of 2 guys in our way. And honestly, the only one that's really a threat is the archer. So we're going to hit him. We're going to press on, pressing on. And now, this is our safe zone. This is the Firelink Shrine. You have some NPCs. You've got the Firekeeper down there at the bottom. That's how we're going to level up. We're going to talk to her. We're going to level up. You also see that guy on the throne. He transposes souls into different items, and that's the boss souls. But we don't have the kiln for that yet.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper. I tend to the flames and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
She's very nice. She's friendly. Alright, we're going to level up.
Then touch the darkness within me.
All of our points starting out, we're going to just load up Vigor. That's our plan. The more we load into Vigor, the more HP we've got, the longer we survive. This is our buddy here.
Another one roused from the sleep of death.
He's kind of down.
We're not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right.
It's alright, buddy!
Gives me conniptions. And it'd have us seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we're talking true legends with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots.
It's kind of upsetting, right?
What a sick joke. Asking us to seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. We're talking true legends, those who would link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots.
Alrighty. So you have the handmaid. You give her ash, and she increases her inventory.
Undead too, but not so charitable as to give my good Ashen One fetch souls and bring them to me, as is thy wont. No?
White Sign Soapstone. This is very handy because this lets you play in somebody else's world, and that is when your souls are the safest. Because if you die in somebody else's world, you come back to your world with full souls. So grab one of those if you're playing solo.
Ashen One, B.
Now, you can play this game with other people to help you get through it. And that's probably the easiest way. But my entire process here, I think, for choosing how to progress is I'm assuming you're in the middle of the ocean or underground, you don't have internet service, you're playing this offline mode, and you can't just connect to the internet and have people help you. So I'm going to try and get you through this game with no outside assistance. I want to allot our Estus for health, so all orange ones. The blue one is FP. The beauty of being a melee-based character is we don't need FP. We just attack, 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 so that means we can have all of our Estus flasks into health. So that is pretty fun. We'll embed the coiled sword. She tells us we need to go somewhere else, but we're not going to listen to her. We are going to rest, though. We're going to backtrack a little bit. Get everything we missed. Actually, we can travel to the Cemetery of Ash. Let's do that instead. And that is that first bonfire that we lit. Sidestep? Ah, man, I suck. I lied to you. So you have two guys here. One of them, as long as you don't get in front of him, he's not going to see you. I'm just getting hit. You have this guy. Not doing anything. There's one more guy that you haven't seen yet, and he's over here. And now he's dead. So that's where all of these guys are. Backtrack a little bit more. That guy that was trying to get us when we got the Ashen Estus flask. And the other guy was trying to get us. This is our first branch off. Soul of a deserted corpse. And that's just to sell or to use. It gets you the same number of souls whether you use it or sell it. The second branch off, we might not be ready for. It really depends on how comfortable you are with the controls already. And quite frankly, I don't think we're going to necessarily survive the first go around with this guy. This is a crystal lizard. Oh yeah, that's going to be hard. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh, that hurts. He's doing a breath. Sidestep the breath. God, did not get out of the way in time. Good job, team. We did it. We took out the crystal lizard guy. We got us a soul of the unknown traveler. Now that's everything in this first segment. There's really just a couple of items, a couple of hard enemies. Excuse me. Now, your first playthrough, you're probably not going to be ready for that fight, so come back to it later. I just wanted to show it to you right away. Now, the first time we ran straight past that guy, and we're not going to use that strategy this time. We're going to take that guy out first. More often than not, you can sidestep these guys, especially if they're rushing you. That was my fault. Might be. Shields up. Alright. We're actually going to go down first. There's a couple fire bombs down there, which is fun. So, here's two enemies. One of them has a crossbow, and the other one has a shield. So it's kind of hard to fight them both at the same time. So, shields up. Engage. Get the one guy to come out. Get him to approach. Hopefully not get hit by the other guy. See what I mean about the lock on? As soon as he steps behind the wall for too long, you lose the lock. Sorry guys, my impatience got to me. Alright. The next item we're going to get. It takes a running jump. And we got it. Good job. Titanite shards. Those are good for upgrading your weapons. That's what they're for. Fall on this guy. Go straight for the archer. Look for other enemies. None. Good to go. We got everything up to Iodex Gundar. So good work. We grabbed that item already. Check out the nice view. Beautiful. There's two enemies right here. One has a spear and a shield. And the other one would have stabbed us. Is he going to walk off? That'd be hilarious. Homeward Bones. Those are good for getting you back to a shrine. Which is great if you have a ton of souls and you're hurting and you just want to spend them. So you use your homeward bone, get back to a shrine, and then level up a couple times. I still want to go for this guy first, because he is annoying. Then we'll get the guy with the... Just kidding, we won't. We'll get this guy. Good work. Good work. Good work. Alright, there is nothing there. If we go right, there is stuff. But we'll be able to get that when we backtrack to the left. No enemies here. There is an east to west shield right there. Man, assholes. Now, that is the Master Swordsman, and we don't want to deal with him yet. We'll come back for him. Especially since we got 5,000 souls. When you die, you don't lose your souls per se. They get put on the ground, and then you can come back to them. If you die a second time while your souls are on the floor, then you lose them. So we're going to come over here, grab a homeward bone, hop down here. There is a dog, so be careful of the dog. And voila, we're back to the shrine. We have gotten everything in the first area with the exception of the Master Swordsman. Unless we had 20,000 souls to buy a key, which we don't, so that's the key. It costs 20, or that's the door that we need to unlock with the key, the tower key. Oh, I missed that. Also, this tree here, pretty sweet looking. You can examine it, and it gives you a seed. If you get invaded, you get those seeds. Talking to the handmaid. We're going to sell our souls. We only have one Titanite shard. If we had two, we'd be able to level up our dual swords.
Ashen one. Bish.
Produce the mark of Tolok. Very well. Then touch the pig now.
All vigor. Vigor gets us health. Health gets us survivability. We want to live forever. Alright, we're going to travel. Oh, do you notice how it says bonfire level 1 up at the top of that menu? The higher your bonfire level is, the more healing you get per potion. Alright, we're going to transport ourselves to Highwall of Lothric. Just a sweet dude doing sweet things. That's what I'm talking about. Now, our dual weapons are based on dexterity. The other benefit of having a high dexterity is you lessen the fall damage and you cast spells faster. Strength gives you a little bit of higher defense and obviously does more damage with strength-based weapons. Here is the bonfire for the high wall, so we're going to light that up. When I told you about the white sign soapstone, that's what this is. So we'd be able to summon somebody else in multiplayer. But we're not going to do that because I'm going off the assumption that you don't have that option. There's two paths from the high wall. You have to the left and to the right. We're going to start out going to the left. If you go to the right, it dead ends. You do get a longbow. The longbow is nice, especially for a dex-based character. So that guy we want to kill. This other guy right here, we want to kill him quickly so that these other guys don't rush us. Took him out with one fell swoop. Good job, team. All these other guys, free souls. As long as I kill him the first time. You can do a critical attack where you get behind him, push your attack button, and it does a cool animation. I think it takes too long, personally. When I can just do that, and they're dead. But, you know, to each their own. Some people like the cool animation. This is the path we're going to take, down that way. But first, we're going to come over here and go to the left. You remember that guy who was swinging his lantern and woke people up? We got another one of them up here, which is a lot more dangerous. So we're going to lock onto him and kill him. That guy would have woke up, that guy would have woke up, that guy would have woke up. We don't want that. We're actually going to come up here and kill this guy first. He's going to charge us. He's going to fail, and we're going to kill him. And here we have binoculars. The whole point of these, it's really a gimmick item. I'll show you how to use them. You just look. This is what binoculars do. Now, it is a gorgeous view. It's nice to not have your character in the frame. And you can explore all of this. That's what's so cool about the layout of this game and like the level design itself, is you can see all of this stuff. You can explore it from the inside. Ass attack. Oh shit. I'd say there's 4 traits to play this game. You have skill, you have knowledge, you have luck, and you have patience. I don't have luck, and I certainly don't have skill. So I have to use my knowledge and my patience to get through this game. Now, remember when I told you we would be coming through here? This is exactly where it is. This is where I was standing when I told you we'd come through. We just went full circle all the way around and down. If we can get behind this guy, we can kill him. Now, there's a guy behind these boxes over here. We wouldn't need to deal with him except we want that item. So, let's deal with him. More firebombs. Firebombs are nice. Let's put those on our bar. So this is your equipment bar. You can put all of your miscellaneous quick items there. Additionally, in your start menu, you have a tool belt for items that you want to use quickly, but not in combat. So you can look through this gate. You see all those enemies. There's actually a dragon that's going to come up there and breathes fire on all of them. So that's fun. Down ladder. Free item. We're going to get out here. There is a crossbowman and a spear and shield guy. We're going to run right past them. We're actually going to run right past all of these guys too. And we're going to open this door. We get credit for all of these kills. All of the kills that the dragon is making for us, we get credit for. Now you see this treasure chest over here? Watch closely. See it breathing? It's alive. It's a mimic. We're going to come back for that. So these are one-way doors. That's why I'm going the direction I'm going. So that way we can open up this pathway. Let's kill this guy. That guy will sneak up on you. If you walk past him, he'll wake up and he'll try to attack you. Let's not fuck with the knight yet. He looks like he wants to fuck with us. Well, you see this dragon? That's who's breathing fire. That is the asshole who's murdering all these undead. He's waiting for me to get out of his sight. Yeah, fuck that guy. He is not letting go. It's like he's stuck. The AI is so weird in this game. Like, sometimes it'll do things you don't expect, and it just throws you off. God. See how quickly you can close that distance? No, 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 no. That was close. Let's not do that again. Alright. There's one enemy between us and the next bonfire, which I think we can just run past him. So we're going to do that. He's behind us. More of those signs. People are trying to help out. Alright, good work, team. I have 2 viewers. That's exciting. Yeah, say hi. Alright, continuing on. We have a few paths we can take here. We can work our way back, try and get some of the items there. We can press on ahead, which I think is what we're going to do. We're going to press on ahead right now. So down there you have your enemy that is walking the perimeter. You also have a sleeping enemy. And then obviously straight ahead we have that guy that tried to chase us. We're going to ignore most of that. We're going to go through this door. Don't worry, we'll come back for everything there. Here comes that guy. He doesn't always come up the ladder, so be careful. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. He'll sneak up on you. You can see those hands hanging over the edge. That guy's going to attack us as soon as we walk over and kill these guys. We don't even have to kill those guys for him to come up. He just spawns whenever we attack. This next group of enemies, they are not fun. Or, I should say, Sometimes they are not fun. It depends on how you react. Now, you can see the guy at the highest point. That guy will transform into an evil asshole if you don't kill him quick. So, let's hope we kill him quick. We did it! Maybe someday I'll show you what he looks like. That day is not today. Alright. Now, over here we have what's called the Crystal Lizard. It's a smaller version of that dude we chased down earlier. So we're going to try and kill him fast. Wow, I suck. I can't believe he has stuck around as long as he has. Hey, we got him. I am amazed that just worked out. As long as you keep hitting him, I guess he sticks around. That guy, as soon as we touch the ground, is going to try and shoot us. So we're going to kill him. We're going to get shot. And then we're going to move away. The reason I wanted to kill that guy is because the next group of enemies we're going to fight, he can shoot us from. This over here, just a free item. Black fire bombs. Fun, fun. There's that big dude. This giant courtyard area. We're going to see that a couple times. We are going to go down there very soon. But not right now. First, I want to take this path. There is a knight coming from that archway. But we're going to go here immediately left through this archway. There is another one of those lantern keepers. So we'll kill him first. Then we'll get the archer. The next enemy we're going to kill is that guy who's going to rush us as soon as we walk through this door. Now there is one more enemy here, and he's right there. So undead hunter charms are like anti-magic things you throw at somebody. No, Grady saw me. As you can imagine, a guy with a lance, he's got some reach. God, fucking Christ. Fuck you and the house you rode in on. Dodge in to him. If I can ever time that right. Shit, this guy's gonna murder me. I will say the Lance Knights are the hardest. I was not ready to fight him. Fuck it. Firebomb. How did I switch weapons? That's awkward. I probably should have pulled out my shield sooner. We've actually got a couple of gauntlets going on here, so that's kind of cool. When you're looking at your weight ratio, so in your equipment, up at the top right, you have equip load and weight ratio. There's two numbers you're looking for. You're looking for 30% or 70%. Under 30%, you run faster and you dodge farther. You're invincible longer. But with that, you probably also have a really, really low defense. 70% and higher is when you start getting into what's called fat rolling, where your invincibility for a roll is next to nothing. You're going to get hit more often, and it's honestly just not worth it. So stay at 70 if you can. Free item right here. We have another fork to our right. If we were a spellcaster, this would be a perfect place to hop down, shoot some spells, and then engage. But we're melee, so we're going to actually have to get close and personal. That guy right there, he's going to try and swing at us. So we're going to try and get the drop on him. Man, I have like no health. I might just go back, honestly. Just rush right through this. So, this is the room we were just looking at. We were just right up there when we got that item, right? Down there, you have 3 big guys and 1 dog in the main area, and then there's another dog down the stairs. God, I am doing so poorly. Here is a chest containing a shield. So that's pretty exciting. I'm actually just going to homeward bone back to the shrine bonfire. See if we can't get some more HP.
Welcome, speak then. Very then taken.
We do also have enough Titanite shards to upgrade our weapons. But we might not have enough souls right now. That's an easy fix. We need 330.
Ah,
There you go, 400.
Ashen.
This is going to do more base damage, better scaling. So we're going to do more damage per hit. Tower on the wall is where we just were. We're going to follow the same exact process. See the knight there. See that guy who can throw daggers at us. And then this guy is probably the only one that's going to engage us. Or not. It's exciting. Notice how the guy with the shield isn't coming up. I can't tell you when it's supposed to happen, why it doesn't happen sometimes. I just know it doesn't. But this does give us an opportunity to drop on him. So we're going to do a dropping attack. You know what? I am going to show you what happens to that guy today. Let's run right through. We're just not going to do it. Free souls for all the guys he's killing. Ooh, almost fell off right there. Alright, we're going to ignore this room on the left now, since we already got everything we want from there. And we're going to go straight into the night fight. I think I learned my lesson. We're going to shield block him. God, he's such a dick. I hate fighting those guys. Alright, we're gonna kill this guy. Nicely done. Good job, team. I will say the guy we want to kill first is the dog. He's gonna be the one that moves in the fastest on us. So, let's try and engage him. Alright, we got him. Next is that guy. Sidestep. Murder. Don't overextend. I'm dumb. Shit. That was some fucking bullshit. If you don't kill that guy, that's what happens. So make sure you kill that guy first. We're actually going to take up the same tactic that he did, and we're just going to, like, chuck some firebombs. God, I hate the targeting in this game. There we go. That's what we're trying to do. Oh, we're gonna get hit. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. We have one more enemy to deal with, and we might not succeed. Estus shards, those are important. So, let's walk carefully. Let's hope this is effective. So, bombs away. Where is he? Did we kill him? I didn't think we killed him. It's possible. But this is the cell key. That's how we're going to get Grey Rat the Thief. Remember that courtyard I was talking about earlier? This is that courtyard with the guy walking around. We were just up there. And now we're here. We can hop down right here. We don't want to. We will die. In fact, I'm not even sure we can hop down right there. But we're going to try. Because fuck you, that's why. Back in this little passageway, where I told you that we can't fight because we're melee attackers. If you hop down, there's a treasure chest. I'm not convinced this won't kill us. Shit. Oh, man. Ugh. Alright, so the rules of this channel are I died, so 10 push-ups. Be right back momentarily. Well, not necessarily just 10 push-ups. Could be 10 sit-ups, could be 10 dips. You get the idea. Alright, notice we have 0 souls. That means we gotta go back and get them. Now, it's not gonna be in the exact last place we were. It's going to be somewhere about 5 seconds beforehand. Could have probably killed him, actually. Now, since we're already over here, we're going to go down to that courtyard. There's 2 guys coming up. So yeah, that was pretty fun. If you fall off this, you will die. So, make sure to grab on. There's 2 guys down here. They're both going to try and ambush us. So we're going to take care of one, then the other. All these guys look like they're going to get up and kill you. None of them are. None of these. We're going to let him walk a circle. We're going to grab some freebies. Well, that's awkward. He doesn't even know what he's doing. Well, there's an item over there, but we're not going to worry about that since he's caught behind a wall. Now, shit. That was bad. Now, the guy, you walk in here, you're going to get ambushed by 2 guys. The guy you didn't see behind here, and the guy shooting up there. I always go for archers first. I just think it's the safest course of action. So the right way is going to bring us down there. That's where we're trying to go. Down there at the bottom. That'll get us to Vort. But we're not going to go that way right now. We're actually going to backtrack. Remember earlier when I said there was 2 paths away from that starting point? We're going to head back to there after we grab a couple items. Hopefully I make this. Just an easy jump. And I didn't make it. Easy jump my ass. We could probably win against that guy. He's a winged knight. But I don't want to chance it. We have one Estus Flask. And we're trying to open up a pathway. This is a Ring of Sacrifice. Now, Ring of Sacrifice says whenever you have it equipped, your souls, you keep them. There might be a few applications for that, but they're worth 2,000 souls, so I virtually always sell mine. Now, we've made the circle. There's one guy in this courtyard. There's 4 guys coming up. We're going to bypass all of that. And we're going to go straight across. Take the elevator. Say goodbye. So long. Thanks for all the fish. This door is a one-way door. That's why this part of the level dead-ended before, because we didn't have a one-way door open. We can hear a big dude creeping around out there. That was just for fun. There he is. If you walk, they don't hear you until you're really close. This guy right here, he's going to get up if we get too close. We're just going to kill him straight out. So we can grab this item. Up at the top, there's 2 dogs and an archer going to try and shoot us. We're going to bypass all that. We're going to run straight for our bonfire that we already have established. Oh, and the big guy's there. No, we can't rest because there's enemies. Now we can rest, I think. No. So we'll just kill this guy. I think as a general rule, if we make it to a bonfire, we want to level up. As long as we have enough souls. So we're going to go back to the Firelink Shrine.
Well, very well. Then take farewell, Ashen One.
We need 300 something more souls. Easily done.
Ashen One.
Well, speak very well. Then take no.
Let's get more HP.
Farewell, Ashen One.
HP is life.
What a asking at all.
Yeah, I think we're good to go.
Ah.
You know what, actually? Let's try and take down the dragon. What do you say? We don't need that many. Let's get 99 arrows.
Ashen One.
Now, how we're going to take down this dragon is we're going to go to the Highwall of Lothric, which is where we just came from. We made the loop. You saw the loop that we made. And there's a path I didn't take you down yet. It's got a longbow. So I told you that there's 2 paths, right? We've already gone this way, and then we've looped around, and we came up here. But we didn't take this path to its logical conclusion. Kill the archer. There's a slight memory to your controls. Like, if you push the dodge button and then you get hit, you still might dodge. I usually dodge into attacks, because the way that's going to help us is our invincibility window, as it carries with us, their attack window carries with them, so the amount that those overlap is minimal if you dodge into an attack. Seems a little counterintuitive, but it's true. I didn't mention this before. There's a reason why I killed that guy. He transforms. Similar to that other guy we saw. You know what I should have done too, now that I have a crossbow, is I should have grabbed some bolts. Because we're going to fight a dragon. So we're going to come back around this way. Kill this guy first. Kill the lantern guy. Damn, he's too far away. Backtrack. Kill that guy. So I want to get the dragon's attention, have him breathe the fire. That'll start killing those guys. Now, kill this guy. There's another archer going to shoot at us. There. Thanks for all the souls. This might not go as well as I hope. There's a point where we can stand. We're going to aim at his foot. This is going to take a while, so back up. Move forward. Once we take care of this dragon once, he's not going to come back, unlike most of these other foes. Back up. Fire's over. Move ahead. Bosses and semi-bosses don't come back. Move back. I'm doing a little more damage because I'm using my other bow, or my other arrow. For the record, this really isn't worth the effort we're putting into it. Just to let you know, we're wasting time. But, you know, all's well that ends well. Just keep rolling, 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 rolling. Why? Just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Alright, we did it. We got the dragon. Good job, team. Try fleeing. No. Let's put our shield back on our back. We look cooler that way. We beat the dragon because we're so awesome. So this is a claymore, which is probably the main reason we wanted to do that. Not that I'm going to use it, but it's cool. Cool weapon. Now, we're back here with that demon treasure chest that we are going to fight. I think we can make it. Be careful of his grab. Be careful of his jumps. Long story short, be careful of everything this guy does. He's an asshole. We're surrounded by assholes. His grab is so devastating. Oh, nice. We got a symbol of avarice. That is... This will kill us slowly, but it also gives us a plus 100 item discovery, which, as you can guess, increases our chances of finding items. It actually, from where we're standing now, it doubles the chances. But we're not going to equip that. We're not going to walk around with that on our head. There is strategies involving switching your items around right as you defeat a boss, so you get, not a boss, but a, yeah, bosses apply too. But an enemy, so that way you can get a particular item you're looking for. Yeah, I didn't really want to deal with the knight right now. We are actually going to go save Grey Rat. So back again to our left is this thief. He lunged at nothing. So that's fun. We're going to go over here. We're going to patiently wait as this guy makes his full round right underneath us. And then we're going to strike. Any day now. Any day now. That guy's going to get up. Don't we look like a couple of idiots? Idiot. There's an enemy down there. He's kind of bulky. Can't really see him. We're going to go down here. And that, kids, is why you don't dodge as a backpedal. This gate we can't open till later. There's two enemies between us and Grey Rat. One of them is going to throw fire bombs, and I'm pretty sure the other one does too. But I normally kill him before he gets a chance, so I forget what he actually does. An item right here. This is a dagger, mail breaker. It's fairly good for a dex build, for an early game dex build, but I'm digging the dual swords. This is that cell key we got.
Ah, you're no jailer, are you? No, you're from far away. And judging by the bell, you must be some of that unkindled ash. Remarkable. If that's true, then I have a favor to ask.
To us.
Below the high wall is a musty little town. Not the home of any lord, just a very old settlement of undead. An old woman, Loretta, lives there. Please, give her this ring. I'm not asking for charity. In fact, if you do this for me, I'll be sure to repay you in kind. I may be a petty thief, but I've more wits than most royalty. What do you say then, huh?
Let's do it!
Very well. I humbly place my faith in you. I am Grey Rat of the Undead Settlement, and I promise to assist you. Give this ring to old Loretta at the base of the high wall. Do your part, and I'll do mine.
So, spoiler alert, Loretta's dead. This ring that he gave us, though, is pretty nice. Increases damage absorption when HP is low, so that's pretty fun. We're now overweight. Let's see if we're fat rolling. Nope, not fat rolling. We are on 70.0 on the dot for our weight, which means we can roll like a normal person. The next thing we want to do, I think we just want to go for Vort. Go for the boss. So, we're going to go back to the Highwall of Lothric. We're going to take that right path from earlier. Hopefully we don't engage any dogs. Well, that was lame. I'm just kidding. We're all good here. We should have spent our souls. I wasn't following one of our rules, and we'll see how it pans out. Alright, so there's the one guy. Now you notice 4 others coming out. Backpedal, backpedal, backpedal. Let them use their attacks. And we came out worse in that exchange than I was hoping. But that's okay. You know, it is what it is. Now, as you remember, there's an archer here. One of the things I don't like about this game, you can hit the wall with your swords. Which, like, oh, cool, it makes sense. But at the same time, you don't get to dictate how your sword swings, so... That's a typical thing that games let slide. Not in this case. Alright. I'm going to try and run by these guys. They're just not worth engaging right now. They do more harm than good, and we just want to go straight for the boss. Our goal for this boss is to stay on his butt. That is our goal. The longer we stay on his butt, the more damage we can do without getting hit. This is where that luck comes into play. He's just not letting me get behind him. He's gonna charge. And again. And again. And then he's gonna breathe. That was the phase 2. As soon as he gets angry, about half of his health is gone. That's when he does that triple charge. And we got him. Good job, team. Ember restored means our max health is higher now. It's a temporary thing. As soon as you die, you lose your Ember. We have 7,000 souls, so let's go back. Let's heal up. Let's power up. Get some more HP in the mix. Let's survive forever. We have died once, and that was because we jumped off a cliff. So that's not too bad. We're doing pretty good so far. Let's get tons and tons and tons of health. I could probably actually squeeze another level out of this. Or 2. I could probably even squeeze 2 whole levels out of this. Let's do that. Remember that ring? The ring of sacrifice? That's 2,000 souls right there.
Ashen 1.
Well,
What's up, my lady?
very well, then take
My chica? Not enough.
farewell, Ashen.
I thought we could do it. Turns out I was wrong. Let's go check out Grey Rat. This is our buddy.
Oh, hello, you're back, and in one piece. Well, now it's time I do my part. Whatever traitors don't ask me where I got them.
He sells some good stuff. Some of it's cheap. You can't really get this from the Handmaiden. Unless you kill... if you kill him, you get his ashes, and then the Handmaiden gets all of his stuff. But then we lose out on the opportunity to send him out for more stuff. He can sell us fire arrows, so that's pretty exciting, actually. We're dex-based, so a little bit of extra damage would be nice.
Goodbye.
Let's do that. Let's buy some arrows from him. What do you say, 10 of these? 10 of those and 89 of those? Perfect.
Goodbye.
We're going to be regular archers. Standard arrows, wood arrows. Let's switch that up. Let's do standard arrows for our RB and fire arrows for our RT. We have a small handful of things we have left on Highwall that we're going to get. We can't progress yet, actually, because we don't have the banner. We need the banner for them to carry us away and move to the next zone. Alright, so coming from Vort, we're going into there. There's a couple knights. One of them's a spear knight. I'd rather not fight him. He's kind of a pain in the ass. Let's fight a sword knight. At least we have the same engage distance, so it's a little bit easier to take these guys on. Unless they do that attack. Yeah, I just did not have the stamina. Not really feeling dealing with that guy. We've proven we can. It's not worth engaging.
Ah, the wait has been long, unkindled one. I am Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle. Allow me to speak frankly.
So we got the High
You will
Priestess.
not find the Lords of Cinder here. They have left, gone, to their journey homes, converging at the base of this castle.
You
Head
can kill
to the
her.
bottom of the high wall. Forge on through the great gate and raise this banner to proceed. This fell. It is the. If you fear trespassers, then etch this upon, and the old Concord will beckon.
The Way of the Blue, if you equip that as your insignia, whenever people are invading your world in PvP, this will call other people to help you out. Pretty nice little one to have. But as I was saying before, if you kill her, then you get the bowl that you set here. That guy slits his own throat. But also the Dancer comes, and Dancer is too hard for us to fight right now. At the end of the Dancer fight, this ladder comes down. That's all that stuff's going to happen later on, minus potentially killing the old lady. Because we don't want to murder old ladies, just as a rule. I think we can take this blue guy on. Let's try and take him on. Alright. Slowly, slowly. As long as we stay out of his engagement range, he'll have to come to us. God, I hate that you can hit a wall. No, run! Alright, we're done. Shh, motherfucker. Alright, we done it. We died. We know what that means. That means 10 push-ups for our second death. And while I'm at it, I'm going to grab the light. Alright, we didn't have too many souls, so I'm not really worried about losing the 300. But I do want to grab one more item just to show you where it's at. I think it's the only thing we have left, minus killing that guy. There's an ember. This guy's gonna wake up, so we can just kill him preemptively. And there's a rapier. If that's more your style, make sure you grab it. We could probably take this guy on, truth be told. But it's just not worth the attempt, I think, right now. We don't get much out of it. Asshole. That was a second one. Huh. Who knew? That was weird. And this is what happens when you raise the banner. Here they come, these creepy dudes. They look like they have brains for heads. They remind me of the Batman Who Laughs. Like in a very vague sense of the character. Alright, so they're bringing you to the Highwall, which is the precursor to the Undead Settlement. The foot of the Highwall, right? And let's see. So, coming down here, the first thing we want to do is run to this area, grab this soul. Next, don't fall down there. That is scary. You can go two ways about this. You can jump down right here. You can go over there. I'm going to jump down right here. For funsies. Fight a couple of these dudes. Grab their alluring skull. And then we're going to come over here.
Please, grant me death. Undo my shackle.
He's the only one alive out of this group. He's not supposed to be. This is Yol of Londor. Yol of Londor.
Then it's true. A champion of Ash as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Yol of Londor, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained. Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer,
Surely I can be of use.
And we want to accept his
I
service.
should be dead, yet you have granted me purpose anew. I, Highwall of Lothric, do solemnly swear myself to you.
Now this guy, he can bring out our true strength. He can draw out our true strength. And what that means is we can level up. Every time we die, we can give him another level up to 5 times. And then he dies after that, and we get, I forget her name, but she's like the second half of his quest. Now this group of guys is not going to hit us, but they're just bait for the dogs. I think we missed an item. I don't remember if I grabbed it or not. Yep, we grabbed it. Good job, team. La dee da dee da. And we're about to make it to the bonfire of the Undead Settlement. Light this bad boy up. Rest up. We don't have too many souls, so we're not going to travel back to the Firelink Shrine. There's no sense in it. Yeah, gorgeous view. Whole area looks awesome. Coming up ahead, if we didn't engage that guy. Nope, we didn't engage him. There's 2 enemies. One with a pitchfork, which works as a spear, and the other one with a cleaver. Now you notice they have what's called low poise, and that means that you can bump into them and they'll stop doing what they're doing. You also have a poise stat, works kind of the same way. These guys are little thieves. They're kind of annoying to deal with. Alright, we have couple ways we can go about this. We can go down and around. We can go this way, which we're gonna have to do. Remember Loretta? Our buddy was looking for her. Those are her bones. Spoiler alert. Free repair powder. We could jump down right here, but we're not going to. Actually, what we are going to do, because I'm thinking of it, blow those guys up. That was fun. Now, there are 3 thieves in here. One is on the wall, one's down below right here, and one is down below over there. Our best bet is to jump across here, come down, kill this guy, kill this guy before he sees us, and then kill this 3rd guy as he falls. Now, like most of this game, we have a few different directions we can go. We can go straight across that bridge, and that forks into 2 paths. We can go through that house, which takes us to the dilapidated bridge. And that's the way we're going to go. We're going to go to the dilapidated bridge. after we take care of this whole mess. She has those two spells, as you saw. She has that fire grapple, and she also has that homing gnawing attack. The gnawing attack does bleed. Also, her spiked mace does bleed, so you want to be careful of that. Once you max out your bleed, you take a significant amount of damage. No matter who you are, it does a ton of damage. Now, the whole reason we did that entire sequence was for this Estus shard. And it was worth it. There's a guy against this wall, and there's a guy over there. I missed. He still doesn't see me. That's exciting. Let's heal up a little bit. Now, this actually branches out two different ways. We're going to go both ways. But first, we're going to come this way. There's two thieves, and they're waiting for you to walk by the other direction so they can pounce on you. At least this way, we can engage them on our own terms. Man, I just can't hit them. Alright. We took care of them. We're going to backtrack. Go around the other way. This door is a one-way door. You won't be able to open it from the other direction. This seems like free item, but as you can see, I can target that guy. So let's chuck a firebomb at him. And he looks exactly the same as all these guys, right? Spooky. We're actually going to go down this hole. And down this hole is a Estus suit. Well, that's Warrior Sunlight. This is the Estus suit. Warrior Sunlight is just like that Way of the Blue where it's a covenant. This one is good for whenever you help people take on bosses. If you have that equipped, everyone gets the Sunlight Emblem. And once you get 10 of those and then 30 total of those, you unlock new spells whenever you talk to the Master of Sunlight. I forget who they are off the top of my head. As you can see, that's a target. That's a target. This particular weapon doesn't lend itself well to dealing with those guys, so I'm just not going to. Alternatively, I can bust out my bow. Fire some arrows at them. Hey, how's it going? We have a message. XD Piccolo asks us how the stream's going. I think it's going pretty well. I just use a potion. So, again, a branching path, a fork. It doesn't look like it, but over here, you can grab Titanite Shard. Oh, sorry, Soul. The other side's a Titanite Shard. What a gorgeous view of old buildings. That's the dilapidated bridge. We're not going to go that way. A couple enemies. There's actually nothing in here, but you can go in here. It's a good defensible position. Now, as you can see, there's an evangelist up there, casting her homing spells. That's a good reason to have a spot like this. So that as her spells home in on us, we're protected. This is actually about to bust open. Somehow he hit us through a wall. There's two guys in here. It doesn't look like it at first, but there is. Free whip. And she's creepy as hell. We want to get rid of her because there's an item right next to her. I'm sure you saw that. Oh, whatever. I don't know how that hit us. They're kind of a pain in the ass to deal with, these people. Because she's got that quick book slam. Shit. Run, 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 run. Oh, damn it. If I would have jumped across, I think I would have survived. But I did not. So, that's what happens. And as you know, death means push-up time. We're going to get fit. We're going to be strong. That's 3 deaths total. Not too bad. Not great. Definitely done better before, but let's not hold that against ourselves. This time, though, we can speed through. What the fuck? I swear, all enemies get harder if you're trying to go for your souls. Again, the camera issue is the biggest problem I have with this game. Let's grab our souls. God fucking Christ, man. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're just gonna move ahead. We're done dealing with these assholes. We're moving ahead. Striking our own path. Oh, nice. We got a sharp gem. That's gonna come in handy for us later. Let's go back to the Firelink Shrine, level up a little bit. Get us even more HP. We're going to survive freaking forever.
Very well then.
Hell yeah, homie.
Farewell, Ashen One.
We have 2 Estus shards. I didn't even remember getting those. But let's go burn those. What?
Pretty, be careful.
Oh, I was wrong. This is not the dilapidated bridge. Or that wasn't previously. This is. That is a one-way door we can get to from the other side. We didn't get everything in the previous area, so I'm going to work towards that. If we had an Ember right now, if we had our Ember active, increasing our max health, we would incite the Mad Spirit Knight Hodric. Which is, it's a good idea to do. See if we can't bait her to coming down. There we go. We did it. Good job, team. That was kind of painful, not gonna lie. That wasn't my best showing. Alright, this is the only thing we've missed so far. Slide back down the ladder. I wasn't completely honest. There is one more thing we can grab. Is over off of this edge, this cliff face. There's another item. Another Titanite shard. That's going to come in handy when we're upgrading our weapon. If you get a running jump, there's a platform we can land on. And I missed. That's fun. Let's give it another shot. I don't understand the purpose of platforming in a game like this. Like, why was it necessary when I have such a small jump to make that an element in this game? Rusty coins give us better item discovery. Much like the symbol of avarice that we got. Alright, we're rested up. Let's press on. These guys, for the most part, are really easy to manage, except their arc is so wide they hit behind them. They really broadcast their attacks. There's only a couple things that they do. Alright, this next bit. There is a giant... You see these arrows? Probably call them spears. They're going to be flying at us like that. They're also flying at all of our enemies, so that is exciting. We're just going to try and get through this. And we're also, while we're here, we're going to grab the Mortician's Ashes. Can't believe that hit me. Yeah, fuck it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. So that's a giant that's throwing those at us? We are going to befriend him. I hate that he aims at you even while you're inside. Chalk that up to needlessly unforgiving. Oh, we can wield the Great Scythe. That's pretty fun. We need more strength to do it in one hand. But the dual swords kind of fits Meredith's Ironheart, so we're sticking with that. Up here, this is another one of those branching paths. That is the Rotted Great Tree. We could probably take him on right now, but we're not going to deal with him just yet. This is a one-way door that we want to open so we can close the circle. Let's make some progress back. We're going to close a loop. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a dog over there. You got this group of enemies that's walking by. We're going to bypass them. They're not worth dealing with right now. Remember what I said about branching paths? So right now we have 1, 2, 3 different paths we can take, and that's if you don't jump off a cliff. We're going to elect not to jump off a cliff. There's a dog right there in the doorway. Because why not, right? Because you couldn't see him otherwise, so it's a perfect place to put him. There is 3 small rats right here, followed by 2 more further in, plus a big guy. Free item right here. Now, the reason we wanted to pick up the Mortician's Ashes is for this door here. It opens with the grave key. So too small. And a big boy. You can already see him. Now, by doing this, we have closed the loop. That we've just made. You cross this bridge, the dilapidated bridge, and there's where the giant was throwing spears at us. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Exciting stuff. Let's go back. Let's grab the grave key. We're going to give the handmaid the ashes,
Gracious, let be. I only hope.
which lets us buy the grave key.
Ashen one.
That is good, wasn't it?
While we're at it, let's reinforce our twin blades.
Pretty be careful.
Technically, if we made them raw, we'd be dealing more damage. But eventually our scaling is going to be better.
Hand in one.
Let's give the thief Grey Rat, Loretta's bones.
Heavens, she was already dead.
Thank you. I'm not surprised, though. Almost a relief, really. You can keep the ring as, well, a little trinket of thanks, I suppose. Goodbye.
Now over here is Highwall of Lothric, the guy that I said whenever we die, we get free
this
levels.
Pilgrim, and I mine. Then shall we bear her?
Draw out true strength. Let's actually increase our dexterity. I feel like we need to be doing a little bit more damage so these guys don't take so many hits.
Be safe, champion.
They were lasting a little bit too long for my liking.
Ooh, yet to give in, eh? Good. The firekeeper must be twitching with delight. But let's take Aldra right and proper. He ate so many that he bloat, and they made him a lord, such as a lord, I suppose. At the foot of it was if.
All right. What do you think? Think we could take on the master? Let's do it. Let's take on the master. So most of his attacks can be blocked. He also tries to parry a lot. Up to you how you progress. You can knock him down too, which is hilarious. He's trying to parry. This motherfucker. Man, do I hate fighting that guy. Let's not deal with him yet. I want to be able to kick his butt so bad that he doesn't even know what hit him. One thing, I have beat this guy before using Force to just push him off. That's one of the cleric spells. He doesn't even really give us anything we care about. Not right now. Let's get our souls back, and then make a break for it. Ah! Alright. Next thing we're going to do. We got a couple more gaps to close. Let's go for the Undead Settlement. Now, this area is basically two separate loops that converge. And our goal is to close both of those loops, so that we have explored the entire area. Now we're back at the Undead Settlement. I never did my push-ups for losing to the master, did I? Alright, real quick, push-up time, then we're going to move back into it. Four deaths, not too bad, not terrible, not great. Alright, back into it. We're going to cross this bridge over here. We might engage these guys, which we did. I really should be more tactical than I am. I kind of just rush right in. There's two paths we can take here. Straight ahead, closes a loop. Off to the right gets us some items. So we're going to go for the items first. No particular reason. Doesn't matter what you do first. I'll tell you, this part is kind of annoying. Especially with all these blowgun users. Alright, free item right here. Some more fire bombs. That guy's still there. There's a guy also above us, as you can see, shooting at me. We're going to take care of him. There is an item over here. It's not great. Just a plain shield. Also, this is an enemy. He's a little more resilient than the other ones, as you can see. Let's deal with this a smart way. Fire arrow! That didn't do much. Not a whole lot of reason to do that. Not a whole lot of reason to kill that guy. But it was fun. That's why we did it. For funsies. Another item right here. Some homeward bones. Here we have a big honking dude. While we're shooting bow and arrow, let's fucking do it. The annoying thing is they can hit you through a wall, but you can't hit them. So this is kind of annoying. It's very hard to hit this in the right direction. And I didn't. That's okay. We're going to go for it anyway. We're probably not going to make it. One of the annoying things is they put that item in such a way that the two places you can access it from are very, very far from each other, and there's a lot of enemies in either direction. And it's a ring that gives you some defense. Some elemental defense. Two sleeping dudes. Free item over here. Of course, he saw us. I hate that they follow through like that. Because it doesn't matter where you are. It matters where you move to, where you dodge to. They follow almost as well as you can get away from them. This is a one-way door again. This closes a loop. And I'll show you exactly where this loop takes us. After I get this shield. We're about to get a bunch of firebombs thrown at us. So the goal is to not get hit by those. God, fuck you. No. Man, was that stupid. Oh, man. Screw that. Alright, push-up time. That's the 5th death, which is kind of unfortunate. I wasn't expecting to die so many times. Just kidding, it's Dark Souls. I was. Alright, let's get back into it. We got some ground to cover. We're going to try and get our souls back. So let's just run for it. don't know what the fuck he's doing. Alright, there's our souls. Got him. Still got hit by fireball. But we're good now. We're good. Because right here, once we get there, is a bonfire. Yay, bonfire. This one is probably the easiest one to miss for this area, because you have to jump off a bridge to climb up. But it's also very important that you reach this area, because this is where the pyromancer is. Cornix. We're going to save... tongue-tied now. We're going to save him. What up, dude?
Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, a crow in his cage, as you see. Now, but here we are. I hear the Undead to learn some pyre.
Yeah, we definitely want to learn the
To
pyromancy.
reiterate, the pleasure is...
Free hand axe. We'll jump down right here. There's 2 items directly ahead. There's also 1 enemy right there. So we're going to take care of the enemy first, then we're going to go for the 2 items. Why is it where I face? He can throw that thing at us. That's why firebombs are great whenever you see those dynamite barrels. Fire clutch ring boosts your fire damage but lowers your defense. So we've closed the loop. We got our bonfire. Over there's the door that goes to the great tree. We're going to deal with him. But before we do that, we're going to get this quick item. We're also going to... Damn it. Save the healer. So we're going to backtrack a little bit. We're going to use that grave key I was talking about. God, I'm going to fall off a cliff again. How dumb was that? Here is where you use the grave key. Now, to our immediate right, there is this shrine, which removes our hollowing and also brings people back from the dead that we've killed. And that's a loincloth. So, you know, win-win. As you can see, if you talk to this, you pray to it, you can request absolution and dissolution. Dissolution is to remove your hollowing, which is, we're talking to Highwall of Lothric. He's boosting our hollowing by giving us levels. And we can get rid of that by spending souls. I think that's more of a PvP thing. I don't think there's any real negative for doing it PvE. These bones are to trip you up. Makes you think there's enemies in this room, but there's not. We're going to move ahead, though. And in the exact same way, there's bones. There's 2 more skeletons. So... This one will trip you up because he doesn't actually activate until you're farther ahead. So he can backstab you. They do this crazy attack where they like fly through the air. It's pretty ridiculous. And we're safely through that room. Good job, team. There's a crystal lizard. So let's get him. We got him. I am not sure how we keep managing to pull that off, but we do. There's an enemy above us. So let's dodge out of the way. And let's fuck his world up. Backstep, backstep. He's got a short range on him, so I'm not too worried about backstepping. A lot of enemies with longer range, if you backstep, you're going to get hit. Alright, that was a quick detour. This little pool over here. Also, if you notice the bridge above, that's where we could cross over. Now, this right here is awesome. You shoot it down, and this is the blessed red and white shield. This is the earliest blessed weapon you can get. What that means is your health is slowly regenerating. You see that white symbol up near my health bar? That means I'm regenerating health over time. So that is really exciting. I love passive healing. These guys come out in hordes. Alright. Saint's Talisman. That's for casting some miracles. It's just like your healing magic and such. This is Irina.
Who is there?
She's the healer.
Is someone there? Anyone? Oh,
She's blind
please.
also.
The darks are little creatures. So please. Ah, yes, there you are. So close indeed. And I am not entirely alone just yet. Praise the merciful gods above. Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Karim. I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper.
So she
Your
failed to
touch
be a
has freed
firekeeper.
me from the darkness. I am weak, but if it would not trouble... Oh, thank you, sweet champion. I shall take my... I, Irina of Karim.
Alright. This is a one-way door. We're opening another loop for ourselves. This is Igor.
Not all you faith now.
He was watching over Irina.
And
since we saved him, you know, he's on our side. That's the long and the short of it. Now, that's the item we were trying to get before. If we can hit it slightly to the left, it'll come down right where we are. And we did it. We get the item. Otherwise, we'd have to climb back up, climb back down, and it's a long trip both ways. So now, for the most part, we have everything, with the exception of where that giant was throwing stuff at us. My goal is to get you to the Road of Sacrifices, and we're very close to that, but I also want to backtrack a little bit for you after the fact. And then we'll finish off at the Road of Sacrifices. This is Sigurd. He's our buddy. His whole deal is that he was trying to figure out how to go up and talk to the giant and get him to stop throwing stuff at us. Let's go down real quick. That was a mistake. I did not mean to do that. This guy's like a little mini boss right here. We're gonna ignore him for now, for just the moment. Unless, of course, he manages to hit me. He doesn't go through this door, so as soon as we make it through the door, we're safe. Also, while we're in animation, we're safe. And this is a bonfire for the Road of Sacrifices. This is our end goal right here. But we have a few things we want to accomplish back at the Undead Settlement. We're going to backtrack a little bit here. I think we can kill this guy. Let's do it. God, fucking... Oh, no wonder. I've got my bow and arrow out. That's my problem. Why does it keep changing me back to my bow and arrow? He doesn't go through the door, so you can cheese this fight a little bit if it's rough for you. You get a straight sword out of it, which is fun. Let's level up real quick, then we'll come back to it. We have one area to get more items in, one path to loop to get a bunch of stuff out of it and many bosses involved, and then we have one big boss. And then we're going to call it a night.
Well, speak. Very well, then take note.
Do dex up so we get a little bit extra damage. He's curled up.
Heavens.
He's upset.
Heaven.
Loretta's dead.
Oh, I would do. Then shall bear.
Because we died, we can draw out our true strength.
Be safe.
I guess in theory, it's better to do that at higher levels, but he can end up dead anyway. Here's our Pyromancer. He's going to give us a Pyromancer's Flame. We can learn some fire spells. This is a fire damage absorption spell. A couple different attacks. You can also reinforce your Pyromancy Flame. This is
champion of
Irina. You can learn all kinds of miracles, which is healing spells and such. And also buy this Saint's Ring, which gives you extra spells. We're not playing much of a spellcaster. Maybe eventually we'll get there. We'll be casting spells left and right.
That is good, wasn't he?
We need more Titanite shards. We could do a raw gem, which would increase our base damage, but it drops our scaling, and we're building up our scaling. So, step one, Befriend a giant. Step 2, work with Sigurd to clear out a path. Step 3, get an undead bone shard, and then step 4 is meet back at the Road of Sacrifices. Let's see how quick we can do this. The elevators remember where they are, so be careful of open holes. Now this is a 2-part elevator. When one part, they both follow each other. There's always one part on this level. We're going to send that back down. Brings this guy up. Now, Sigurd's going to say, and when he does, we're able to jump off the elevator. See that? Did you see where that lantern was? That's where we're able to jump off. Free soul right there. Up here is the giant that's throwing the spears. You have 2 ways you can take care of him. You can befriend him.
I have.
Now, as long as you hold that young white branch in your inventory, he won't throw those spears at you. But if you kill him, which you can, he will drop a ring that increases the range of ranged weapons. Oh, that was stupid. I was on the wrong side. Man, was that stupid. Well, you know the rules, so do I. Alright, quick push-ups. Now let's backtrack. We befriended the giant. That was step 1. Step 2 is we're going to help Sigurd. I forget which way it's facing. I always do that. Alright, so it's going to go back to the last place I was on solid ground. Okay, it's that way. I'm going to keep my facing. There we go. We did it. Good job, team. Now, you can see Sigurd here. He's contemplating beating up that fire demon over there. Okay. We're gonna go fight him.
No! You should have waited!
Oh, I did not think he was...
Well, it's too late now. I, Sigurd of the Knights of Catarina, fight by your side!
I was not ready for that fight. I don't know where he was going. Looked like he's having fun though. Oh shit. Careful not to hit your allies. Alright. I have 8008. That's how many souls I have. I have boob souls. So we helped him take care of the demon.
Mustn't we unbutt?
He gives you some beer. He's also going to teach us to toast.
Well, you.
And then he just naps. So good night, dude. You fought well. You kicked ass. You can go that way. That doesn't really get you anything. It is a good way to get away from the demon if you're in that fight and you can't handle him. Over here's a club. Good for beating people with. And then there's 2 items chilling out here. One is a Pale Tongue and the other one is Northern Armor. Pale Tongue is a turn-in item. Kind of like the Sunlight Medallions I was talking about, how you turn in a set number of them and you get free items. Mostly that's involved in PvP. We're not concerned about that right now. This is to convince you it's safe to do exactly that. Or the reverse, make you think that enemies are going to drop down. We're going to run into the exact same scenario. You'll notice that they do this. They give you a situation that looks exactly like another situation. Except the second situation gets you in trouble. See? Exactly the same. Over here's 2 dogs. We're going to fight 2 dogs. Yeah, it's a nice view. It's a pretty nice view. That's why they're in rocking chairs. This is very similar. If we get this chest, all those guys are going to drop down. Which in our case, the best way to deal with them is bow and arrow. Alright, now we're about to come up on 2 evangelists, which I always hate dealing with. I don't know about you. Especially since there's 2 of them. That was a mistake. I should not have rushed in like that. But, so far I've seen, it's usually one of them tries to cast spells and the other one tries to get you in melee. So I've noticed if you engage them and then retreat, that'll get you some distance. Evangelist robes, that's fun. I can look like one of them. Oh, look at me! Look at me! That's hilarious. I love that. I can do Northern Armor. I like our sellsword set. Sweet hat, bro. See if we can't get ourselves able to wear the northern hat, though. That's pretty cool. Alright, not too bad of an ordeal. we're basically done with this segment. We just have to survive a couple falls. We have an item here. Flynn's Ring is cool if you're going for a very lightweight build. You get extra attack power based on how light you are. Let's switch back to our Blessed Shield. Have that as our offhand on our back so it heals us slowly. As long as it is actively equipped, as long as it is equipped, then you're getting the passive bonus. Some items have to be active, as in wielded, but not blessed. So we had to jump like that. That was the only way we were making it across and not falling all the way down. This is some good stuff here. The Mirror's Vest, the Mirror's Gear, I like that. And then the Chloranthy Ring it's a necessity for what we're going for here because it raises your stamina recovery speed, which means more attacks. It also means better running, better dodging. It's a must. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing else, but we're going to check anyway. Yep, there's nothing else. We're going to hop down. I'm sure you recognize this place. This is that door to get to the tree. I'm not ready to take on the tree yet because I don't have any Estus flasks. So my HP would be, what I have is what I get. But we are going to backtrack to where the giant was throwing all the spears. There's some items there we want. We have 9,000 souls. That's wild. God, I hate having so little health. You know, that's actually a good idea. That's something we can do. We can Ember up. Gives us max health. But, on the other hand, what the fuck? Why was he doing that? Whew, that was close. I had a bad angle on that, but I still got it. This undead bone shard is so important. Whew, man, I am terrible at platformers. Well, I'm terrible at RPG platforming. We can get this guy's attention right here. And we're going to run him into the area where the giant's going to throw spears at him. And then he's not going to be our problem. It's that simple. Wow, it takes 2 to kill him. He's dead? No, he didn't even get hit that time. Jesus fucking Christ. Why is he still throwing stuff? Alright, we're going to get back to this bonfire. We're going to rest up. We're going to spend 10,000 souls. Then we're going to fight the tree. That's the goal. That's the goal. And then we're calling it a night. That's all we gotta do. Sounds great. Sounds perfect. It's so easy. Let's just do it.
Welcome us. Very well, then.
Let's get 1,000,000 health. That's the goal. 1,000,000 health.
Farewell, Ashen One.
No, you can't actually get 1,000,000 health. But embered up, oh yeah, we can burn our undead bone shard. That's going to increase our bonfire level, as you can see, which means we're going to heal more off of our Estus flasks. Now, I think the easiest way to get to our boss is the cliff underside. We're going to get to the cliff underside. We're going to run our way to the boss. We're going to murder him. It's going to be great. Just a little bit more to go for the night. Run! Run! Oh, we didn't actually get everything. Just realized that. We're missing a couple of items. Not much, nothing huge. It won't take us long to even get it, so we're going to do that after this. Doing this only makes our life mildly easier. Now the cursed rotted tree is engaged. You see the giant freaking bulbous thing that's on his stomach? That's what we're going for. Heal up. Shake my head at you, sir. Oh, get out of the way. That was a mistake on my part. I didn't have to get hit by that. Now that white hand is actually one of his weak points. It's also one of the places he can hurt you the easiest. So watch out for it at the same time. So that stuff on the ground, it is poison, it is hurting me. So, you know, that's great. I can't believe I'm going to lose to this guy. What the fuck? Are you serious? I have not lost to this guy. And I'm seriously about to. That is my first time ever losing to this guy. I cannot believe I'm about to do push-ups for the great Cursed Rotted Tree. Alright, round 2 against him. We're going to be a little more serious. Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. I cannot believe that happened. I have not lost to that. I wonder where my souls are. God, Jesus. There we go. Now he's dead. So that is fun. See, he's pretty easy. As long as you keep on him, as long as you keep hitting him in his weak spots, he's a pretty easy fight. We only have 2 items we've missed. We're gonna go get those real quick. And then we're good to go. It's awesome. Thanks for watching. It's been awesome. This is by no means a speed run, by the way. It's probably going to take us about 30 hours to make it through the whole game. But I should be getting you every single item in the process. Those guys are hard to deal with 2-on-1, so make sure you try and kill one fast. I would normally say kill the little guy first, but he seems to be wandering off on his own. I just hate when you can't count on how many hits they're going to make against you. Alright. So up here, item number 1, large soul. Now there's 2 dogs over here, so be prepared. They're assholes. And that's item number 2. We did it, guys. We have made it to the Road of Sacrifices for real. Oh, there's that item. I almost forgot about that one. For some reason, I was thinking we already got it. I'll run back to the Road of Sacrifices. For us, so we're all on the same page for when we pick it up next time. Actually, I'm going to level up. We'll level up, then we'll stop at the Road of Sacrifices. You can also see under the status screen, the number of souls on the left is the number of souls required to level up. And, you know, maybe next time I'll go into detail on what stats do what. But I think we're pretty close to the end of our time limit here. It's a good 4 hours of streaming. Road of Sacrifices is pretty quick. Just this first segment.
Well then.
Million HP. 1 million HP.
Well, Ashen.
I have 2 viewers. That's exciting. Alright. Time to call it. It's been great. Thanks for joining me. We're getting buff. We're playing video games. We're going to make it through Dark Souls 3. And, you know, the whole goal of this, again, is to get more casual gamers involved in playing this game so they can see a lot of the awesome elements that there are in this game. And, you know, I think it's a really rewarding experience. So, thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for playing games with me. I love you all. Map Hatter Laboratories presents Ghost Academy.